Sorry for being late, but we are live. We are live. Um, Unfortunately, there's a change of times here in the U.S., so I wasn't able to get here on time, but I am here. We got it. We got it. The watch along commences. Um, so far, Tamori saves our ass. So far. All right, let's look at this game. Let's see what's happening. Give me a second to get all my shit together over here. We're getting started in a second. Let me prepare myself a score. Oh, there it is! There it is, baby! Let's go! Let's go! Giroud. Come on, guys. And this is how we start. This is how it starts. Just like this. Just like this. Corner kick. Giroud. Giroud scores the goal. Let's see. Let's see if it stands. Let's see if it stands. 1-0 for AC Milan. Giroud, the veteran, scores the goal. And we're starting very well. We're starting very well. But watch out for Salzburg, of course. Game is still very long. But this is a perfect start. Tonali gets the assist. Tonali, his second set-piece assist in the Champions League, by the way. Tonali gets a second set-piece. Was the goal not given? How come they're not? I think the goal was not given. Why aren't they updating the website? I know I'm a little bit behind. Yeah, it is. It has been given. It is 1-0. I think they're celebrating in the media center at Milano because they're not updating the website. But we're starting off in the perfect manner with a nice 1-0. So 15 minutes in, 1-0. Both teams have been playing open football. So Tomori is available. People were telling me that Tomori is not available because of the 2 games. Damn it, Tomori was available. Tomori is available. So the formation is. Hey, thank you, Pete. Thank you for being a member, and thank you for always being here with us. Really appreciate it. So Tomori is available, and I'm glad he set up the formation just like I in the previous stream I said he should, with Rebic, Krunic, and Leao and Giroud. I think that provides the best balance. And Kjaer in the back, Tomori. He prepared the team, or he rotated the team in the Serie A in order to start this way. But watch out, we're conceding a lot of space here to Salzburg. This is not good. Kalulu has to save it from the line here, but. One thing is that we don't have very organized lines, which I'm noticing. But Milan is coming forward. Another chance for Milan. In the box. In the box. Oh, my God. Really poor pass from Kalulu. He had such an easy pass to Giroud. I don't even know how anybody can mess that up. But Salzburg is very strong coming forward. And Milan's shape, I don't even understand what Milan's shape is. It's so all over the place. But okay, now we have a 4-4. Now we have a 4-5-1. The shape is so unorganized. It's a little bit worrying to see a shape that is. Hey, thank you, my man. Thank you, Alex Garcia. Thank you so much, brother. But watch out here. Watch out here for the opportunity because. Salzburg is penetrating through. Salzburg is penetrating through. Salzburg is penetrating through, and they are getting shots. I gotta say, our defensive containment looks unorganized. It looks unorganized, and let's see how this continues. Okay. Watch out. Salzburg again in the box. They're getting really close. They're playing really close. Pete, thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Thank you, man. Forza Milan. Really appreciate you, my brother. Thank you. We're all the best in Milan, but this is all Juventus has to offer in the Champions League. I don't know what you're talking about. What's going on in the other? I'm not following the other game, so I don't know what's going on. Alex, one more time. Thank you very much for this comment. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Kalulu saved our butts. Defensively, yes, he's good. Okay, but there's a certain energy to Milan attacking, which is good, is positive. So that is that's what I'm seeing that is positive, and we just need to be a little bit more organized defensively, and I think we're good. Love this channel. Listening from plus 24. Oh, thank you, Pravir Vora. Nice. Nice. We need to get Ari back. He's been really busy. Ari is, gone. Ari has taken his career to the next level, right? So he can't. He doesn't have the time anymore to waste. Wait. Well, not waste his time, but he's got a very important job, so he can't. Unfortunately, he can't put in the time as much as he would like to, and he has. But hopefully we get to see a little bit of Ari soon. Anyway, Milan is coming forward with Tonali. Salzburg pressing high. Salzburg is pressing high. So these are good things the good thing is the result. The good things are that I'm seeing Milan has a good positivity going forward. I'm just a little bit worried about the shape of the team. It looks a little bit strange. What up, Michael S? How you doing, my man? Thank you. What's up? What's up? Forza Milan. Okay. All right. Nice opening from Benacer to Kalulu. Kalulu goes long. He looks for Rebic. And a throw in for AC Milan, 19 minutes in. By the way, the youngsters, guys, and Petrosky, what's up? Oh yeah, guys, I'm going to put up the link for the I forgot to do that for the panel. I'll put that up in a second for the members. If you're a member, you want to join the panel, you can join the panel. But before that, I want to say big up to the youth team for going through and winning again against Salzburg, who came second last year. They got to the final of the Youth Champions League, and they got second. What up, SSB? How you doing, my man? We in this bitch. That's right. What's up, Paul KB? Forza Milan. What's up? Giroud gets the goal. So everything is going good for us right now. Ball is in AC Milan's feet right now. Benacer to Tonali. Nice space created from Tonali. Invented from Tonali. Salzburg is capable of surrounding the ball with lots of players, but that does mean that there's a lot of open space on the other side. So probably fast switches could break them down. I need Rebic to bag tonight. He's very streaky. And when he's in form, we play really well. That's right. This is a very positive formation. San Siro, loud and proud. All right, throw in for AC Milan. Throw in into the box. Get a foul, Jude. Get the penalty. Get the penalty, my man, Jude. Get the penalty. And a shot from... we take a shot. Maybe Giroud should have tried to get himself a penalty here at this point. I mean, the thing about it, honestly, when it comes to penalties, is like if Tomori's penalty against Chelsea was a penalty, then like 90% of challenges are penalties, pretty much. So whatever. I'm not going into that. But yeah, there's a certain energy about Milan. Leao coming forward. Leao in the box. Looks for the cross. He finds Rebic in the box. Rebic tries to cut it inside. Back in the center. He still has the ball. Nice play here from Benacer. Good recovery from Benacer. Tonali, the reference point to Tomori. Tomori looking for the vertical pass. And almost got to Giroud's feet, but he did not expect it. Giroud was thinking about his haircut, not thinking about the ball coming to his feet. He had it. Man. How's Lord Krunic so far? He's good. What's up, my man? Roy, imagine Juventus attacking core under Pioli's to the lid. Shake my head. I like it. Yeah, that's right. I don't know what's going on in the other game. What is going on in the other game? I honestly have no idea. I'm not following. Hey Roy, is that Primavera team that about this coaching? If so, what achievement by him in his right? What a crazy achievement! Like in the Scudetto, in the Serie, in the Primavera Serie A, it's been slow. I think we're not we're not in a great position. I think they're 12th. I think they're 12th, something like that. But um, but yeah, in the Champions League, I'm flabbergasted at what he has done in the Champions League. I'm literally flabbergasted because he has achieved what maybe was the impossible. This is what we discussed and debated with Nathan that we need this kind of midfield when we play against three-man midfield. Leao has been quiet. Did we just score from a corner? We did just score from a corner. Isn't that something weird? Is it the end of the world? Probably. Not live AC Milan. What do you mean, not live AC Milan? Oh, you were expecting me to show the game? Guys, I mean, do you think people show the Champions League games on YouTube? Their channels would be murked. Their channels would be completely murked. Theo Hernandez. Let me just go to the sofa score. All right, throw in for AC Milan. Theo to Giroud. Giroud to Tonali. Tonali clears the ball. Salzburg now with the ball. Total attempts 5 for Milan, 1 on target, 3 for Salzburg, 1 on target for Salzburg. Rebic tries to clear it, but the ball goes out. This is a new position for Rebic. This is the first time we see him 2 games in a row in this position. I think it is the best choice for now. But anyway, Salzburg in an offensive position, attacking the wing. Rebic with the clearance. It does find Leao. Let's see what he does. Leao does a great job with Theo. Theo coming forward. Theo. A lot of space for Theo to come up. Theo with a shot. Ole! Is it a goal? Is it? Yes, sir. Giroud with 2 goals, baby. Let's go, Giroud. Andiamo, Giroud. Ole, Giroud. Ole, Giroud. Theo with a great run. But guys, this was offside. That's not a goal. That was offside. I'm sure it's going to go to the VAR and it'll be called offside. I'm sure it'll go to the VAR and it'll be called offside. Oh, the referee called it. So it didn't even need to go to the VAR. Yeah, it was clearly offside, no goal. But great play from Leao, guys. So remember, Leao had a really poor game against Torino. His mind was all in this game. Because in this game, right now, we're seeing some good things from him. We're seeing some good energy. He's taking on players, good confidence. This is his game. This is the game. This is his exam. So far, he's passing the exam. Salzburg doing a really good job of going through the defense here, but yeah, offensively we're looking good. Oh yeah, I'm gonna post a link. Sorry, I just have to finish some stuff. Give me 1 second. Giroud is so clutch for a big game player. Right, he is. Krunic is playing well. Yeah, I'm glad he chose Krunic. I'm really glad he chose Krunic to go for this game. Diaz wouldn't provide defensive balance, and CDK is just not ready. He's just not ready. So Krunic was the best option. Let me go to Sofa Score first, and then let me put the link. Okay. Okay, guys, give me 1 second here. My computer. I had to install a million things on my computer for different programs. So like I put in like maybe 500 gigabytes of stuff. Guys, watch out for. Oh my god! Oh my god, guys! Our shape does not look good. We're getting penetrated. Like I think I don't even want to say like what we're getting penetrated. Like this could go to the VAR. It could even be a penalty. Who knows? But our defensive shape looks really poor. I'm sorry. Like I gotta say it. As soon as I seen it, like the defensive shape looks very unorganized. Let's see. What was this? Oh, that was a handball. That was a handball there. That had to be a handball. It can be a penalty because that was a handball. Man, we're getting penetrated way too easily. Way too easily. It can be a potential check because it has to go to the handball first. Watch out for the referees, guys. Remember, UEFA doesn't want us to win. UEFA doesn't want us to win. UEFA wants us to okay, check over. Remember that we're not only playing against Salzburg, but we're playing against UEFA as well. Giroud, Leao, a lot of space. Salzburg leaves a lot of space, though, I'm noticing on the wings. So it gives Milan a lot of space to come forward, which is very different from what we saw on the weekend. So Salzburg is leaving a lot of space, which is very advantageous. Shot from Benacer, and it goes to a throw-in. Okay, so there's Milan's shape is not great. Right now, defensive posture is not great. The containment is not great. But Salzburg leaves a lot of space, too, especially on the wings. So this is a perfect game for Theo Hernandez and what's his name? And Mr. Leao. And also Rebic. Strange. I think that is very strange decision by the Salzburg coach to leave that left wing open like that. I mean, that's pretty much like committing suicide. Anyway, we'll take it. We'll take it. Tonali with a beautiful control and the shot. Nice. Tonali playing like a G, like a true G. Tonali playing like a true G. Oh shit! Hold on. Put this in the wrong spot, guys. I had to start late today because the times have changed here in the U.S. So it is what it is. It is what it is. All right, link for members is up. So any members want to come and join, join us. All right, Theo and Benacer both looking good going forward. That's right. Did we just get a call in our favor, right? It really is the end of the world. Ciao Carlo Moretti, come stiamo ragazzi? Come stai? Ibra looking sharp, top G. What the fuck is this dumb Kalulu doing with those tackles? He's going to cost us a penalty. Yeah, we're getting penetrated really easily. What is up, Bandon? How you doing, my man? How's it going?
Yeah, really good. With the start that we have, it's very good.
Nice.
Man, we miss this kind of Theo to be more offensive, and you can feel in this game.
Oof, man, that was a close call. Close call from Kalulu. Anybody get linked to the game? Well, you can ever find those websites, those websites, the pirate websites, or you can get a VPN and subscribe yourself to Paramount. You get a VPN and then just watch it on Paramount. All of that is probably going to cost you $6, and you get to watch. Well, plus the VPN, you get to watch all the games, all the Champions League games, at a very affordable price. So you don't have to You don't have to, fill your computer up with unwanted viruses. Just get a VPN. If you're not in the US, get a VPN and then subscribe to Paramount. We're being carved open like a Thanksgiving turkey. Yes, the shape is looking very, very poor. I gotta say, very unorganized. It looks very unorganized. But Salzburg is leaving a lot of space on the wings too, which is very good. And what do you think about the game so far?
Yeah, it's a really good game. Probably, this is the kind of midfield we need to play when we face three-man midfields. To play Krunic as the cam because he drops a little bit further at the back and doesn't leave that big of a space open. So the double pivot can have an easy game going forwards and backwards. And also, as I said, I love how Theo is playing this game. We miss this kind of Theo which has more offensive responsibilities because it gives so much space even to Leao. It gives us so much good attacking options. He already created a couple of chances, so we're playing very good. Only thing I'm worried, we are a little bit shaky in defense, like always.
Yeah, the shape of the team when in a defensive posture, like right now, look at all that space left there by Tonali coming forward. There's no lines. Everybody's kind of everywhere, but we almost got a high press. Um, I think that is the only thing there that I can see right now that can be a little bit problematic. But the energy is good. As long as that you have that positive offensive energy, it is good. We just got to be careful. It's got to be it's one of those games where you just got to be really careful. All right, so now we got Kalulu. Kalulu fighting for the ball. He tries to look for a player in the middle, but it goes to Salzburg. Salzburg attacking their left wing more so than our right wing. But we win the ball back. Very poor ball from Rebic. Loses the ball very poorly. But we have Salzburg trying to cross it in. How's Krunic doing so far? So good.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that we got a wide decision in our favor. I thought that was a penalty that they will give them a penalty with our luck, but
Right. Yeah, and there was a handball before that too.
yeah.
Got to watch out. This moment of the game, Salzburg holding a lot of the ball. Um, Unfortunately, I'm going to say this again, and I don't want to sound negative, but Milan does not look organized. They do not look organized on the pitch, and I think this is a little bit problematic. But let's see how this goes. Let's see how this goes.
Hopefully we can score a second quickly so we can have a little bit more relaxed game.
Yeah, we definitely need to take our chances here. Okay, Salzburg with the ball. Milan not necessarily engaging in a high press, but trying to press the player on the ball. So Chiara coming out to press the ball, trying to push them back a little bit. Salzburg on the ball with a vertical pass. Watch out, Salzburg in the box. A lot of space here. Krunic, Tatarusano forced to kick it out in the counter. It will be a miracle if we keep a clean sheet tonight. Oof, oof. Yeah, watch out, watch out. We definitely got to get our shape in check here. Otherwise, it is going to be a difficult night. Um, it's going to be a kind of night where we will have to suffer in order to get the points. Giroud with the heads it out. Very good from Giroud. Throw in for Salzburg. Yeah, my computer is a little bit slow. I had to download like 500 or 6, and I have even more, 600 gigabytes of stuff. So my computer is all crazy now. All right, watch out for Salzburg coming in, coming in. Salzburg looking for the spaces, finding the spaces and the shot. Salzburg carving opportunities for themselves. Salzburg is carving opportunity for themselves. Luckily, the shot was of poor quality, but Salzburg is covering opportunities. All right, let's see what we do when we build from the back. It looks like Tadrusan is going to go long. I think it's the best idea right now to go long. I think it's a good idea from Tadrusan to go long. Rebic struggling there to win those duels. Man,
Also, Leao is a little bit ineffective this game, and he
ineffective.
has this. Yeah,
Well,
I think.
so far, I've seen good things from Lau. Maybe I think you're a forward, so maybe he's done something. I don't know, but I've pretty. I mean, in comparison to the Torino game, he looks much better.
Yeah, yeah,
Of course,
that's
yeah.
true, but still.
I see Rebic struggling a little bit defensively there. Um, all right, let's see how this. Let's see how they do. Let's see how they build up. Another handball, another potential handball from Salzburg, not given. Giroud tries to find someone, but they can't. They're struggling. In this moment, Milan is struggling to connect. In this moment, Milan is struggling to connect. Salzburg with the ball. Giroud with the high press. Possession here in the back. Milan not necessarily challenging the possession. Right now, containing. Salzburg is playing better right now, so we got to be really careful. A quick counterattack. That's what we need. We need a quick counterattack. Maybe it will happen right now. Lau, coming forward. Lau with the opportunity. Lau with a shot. Ooh, he waited maybe a little bit too long, but the defense was good. He was there. I think this is the only way we can get goals today. Just quick counterattacks
Yeah,
and then pray. Do
they're
the
leaving us
sign of
too
the
much
cross.
space, especially on their right.
Yes. Are you familiar with I don't know what the results are. What's Juve doing? Are they getting their ass kicked like always?
They just equalized. They were
Oh,
losing, but they equalized.
okay. All right, guys. Opportunity for Rebic now to come forward. Let's see what he does. He does find Leao. He finds Leao. Very good job finding Leao. Can Leao cover? He does shield the ball. Leao does shield the ball. Where's the player in the middle? Giroud. Why aren't you going in the middle, my man? Giroud. Give him that option. Good position from good job from Leao getting in that position and trying to look for that cross in the middle. Strange movements from Giroud, though. Stayed a little bit back. Salzburg with the ball again. As you can see, Milan is not pressing at all. They're just going to contain at this point. But the containment shape looks really poor. The containment shape, containment shape looks really poor. It looks all over the place. There's no organization.
They're leaving us too much space. Hopefully, we can use some of the counterattacks just to score another goal.
Yeah, that's the thing. As they go forward, they leave a lot of space behind. So, but the thing is that our containment shape is like all over the place. We need to have a solid line of 5 and a solid line of 4. Just keep those lines intact, pure. Otherwise, they're going to just carve opportunities. Corner kick for Salzburg. Corner kick from Salzburg. We need a nice, good defense. Do you know who shut the door alongside Benacer? What's that? What do you mean? Kissy. Oh. Watch out here, Milan. Just kind of playing with fire a little bit in the box. But let's see if we can take advantage of these counterattacks. Leao on the motion. This should be a yellow card for the Salzburg player. If it's not a yellow card, then the referee is mafia. Yeah, he's pulling up their yellow card, 100%.
But again, we had like a sloppy reaction to a corner kick.
Oh yeah,
We
yeah,
need to improve on that.
for sure. Yeah, they're playing in the box like that.
Every time when I see an opponent team have a corner, I'm really scared.
Yeah. Rafael Leao with a wink, with the wink. Long ball here from Milan. Giroud with a nice touch of the ball, but gets. I think he by mistake punches a guy in the face. KC guys might be coming back in January. Who knows if these rumors are true? Who knows? Probably not. But I wouldn't be against it. I wouldn't be against it. On loan, come back on loan for a loan. We really miss Magic though. Man, we really miss Magic. Anyway, Noah Okafor gets a yellow card. So if I was Pioli, I would tell my players bait him, get him a second yellow card, and checkmate alla Italiana, Italian style. So Pioli, tell your players to bait Noah Okafor into another foul, and let's win this game dirty. Doesn't matter. It does not matter whether we win clean, dirty, as long as we win or tie. We will
I
take
think
it.
if this is the kid, the Kiergaard that we were connected,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that we were interested, he's
hmm
playing very good.
Oh my God, Salzburg with another option. Tatarusano, save after save after save. Tatarusano is probably the player that has touched the AC Milan player that has touched the most balls today. There was a good energy in the beginning. Then we scored the goal, and we kind of had a dip, a little bit of maybe getting in that mentality of we have still they have to score essentially. Milan still has two results, right? They have the win and the tie. So
Yeah.
they probably should start to get out of that mentality and try to score another goal, but playing well. Another set piece for AC Milan. The dark arts. I trust Greenwich Rebic with the get. Yes, go for the dark arts. Get Okafor sent off like Materazzi did with Zidane, and you win this game. And then who cares if he talks shit about us? Who gives a shit? I don't care. But Tatarusano, guys, is saving our ass right now. Uh, let's go. Come on, Milan. Come on. Maybe we should put Abate in charge. What do you think? I know.
Maybe in a couple of years.
All right, guys. It is halftime. It is halftime. So let's talk a little bit about the game. Let's go to the Sofa Score ratings. 1-0, guys. 45 minutes away from qualification. Second half is going to, second half is going to start. I'm going to ask you, Adam, first. What do you think Pioli? Do you think Pioli's going to do subs, and what kind of subs is he going to do? Are they necessary? What do you think about that?
Well, for start, I won't change anything for the first 15 minutes of the second half. It's a good balanced team. Depends on the results after that. I would probably try to insert Origi into the game instead of Rebic. I will try him to see how he will look on the wing, and if the score stays the same, although it would be a risk, I would give Diaz a chance instead of Krunic because they're leaving too much space open, and he can exploit that space. I'm just a little bit worried about the defense because they're looking so shaky. They don't look organized. They're missing Mike. Probably that's the biggest problem that we have because Tatarusanu is not that commanding in the area. He cannot command the defenders like Mike can. If we can keep this score, let's say till the 70th minute, I don't think there is a chance that we can screw this up.
Um, uh, yeah, I agree that actually Ri is a good option in this game. To bring in after Giroud. I'm really curious to see what happens. One thing I really think that Pioli needs to work on is not necessarily the defensive line, but the midfield line. The midfield line is all over the place, and it really makes it easy for Salzburg to penetrate through because there's a lot of space, there's a lot of open channels, there's little islands of space here and there. I would like to see pure lines, a line of four in defense, and maybe a line of four in the midfield, or a line of five with Rebic and Giroud coming all the way down and keeping those lines intact because when you have a pure line of five and a pure line of four and you keep it that way, it's much more difficult to play. It's much more difficult to penetrate. Now, if you pay attention, guys, when the Salzburg has the ball, we a lot of our midfielders are going to help the second press, are peeling off of their position into other areas in order to press maybe another player or a potential pass. But Salzburg is playing around the press and then sending players inside those open spaces that our players are leaving out. So maybe what Pioli should ask the players is like, don't press them, just contain in your
Yeah,
position, and once they make the mistake, attack him because they are going
yeah,
to push forward. They need to score. Right now,
yeah,
Salzburg is out of the Champions League, so they need to score. They're going to push forward, contain them. When you win the ball, attack on the wings with Fernandez and Leao.
yeah. There is no need to pressure them too much. They will try to open up. They will leave more space, and hopefully, Lea will wake up and do something nice
Yeah.
because he's doing good. But when he gets to the final area to do the final shot or final play, I don't know. He messes it up this game at least.
Mm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sesko, and also, yeah, this Okafor here, this Okafor thing, he got the yellow card. I would try to try and, you know, like and this is just me, and I don't think I've ever done this ever. I can't remember a moment I've ever asked a player to do this, but I would ask my players, yo, try and get this guy to never fall, bait the foul, get him
Or
sent
just
off,
provoke him. Just provoke him.
or just provoke him, right? Yeah, yeah,
That's part
true.
of football. That's what the best defenders did in the past.
Yeah,
Old
yeah,
school defenders.
yeah, correct, right? It's just a little game of chess, essentially. It's just a
Just
game of
being
chess.
smart.
Right. Sorry, I got muted there for a second. There's a question from the chat here, and or a subject the chat is bringing up. Do you think Calabria's absence in Milan has been something that has kind of affected the effectiveness of our game, the
Y-
efficiency of
y-
our game?
yes, it has because Calabria helps the midfield a lot. I'm not saying that Kalul is playing bad. Kalul is playing great as a right back, but he doesn't have the passing ability of Calabria. I think Calabria often goes in the midfield and forms a midfield trio while the other form the three-man back line. So we do miss him. It's not like we don't miss him. But
Yeah.
again, people sometimes underestimate some of the players and what they can do. They forget what they mean to the team.
Right. Yeah, no, I agree. Calabria is a player that maybe, yeah, defensively, Kalulu probably has a leg up on him. But from the midfield onwards, Calabria definitely, gave us a lot, especially in the build-up, in the offensive plays, and all of that. And also, Calabria has this energy about him that is kind of, contagious. I think he's one of these players that can transmit this energy to the other players. But anyway, I mean, Calabria is going to be back next year, so there's no point here in trying to say whatever, whatnot. It's just a question the chat brought up, and I was curious about. Guys, yes, like the stream, guys. Do it for AC Milan. click that like button, and good things will happen. Ismail says we don't care about link up. We need someone more defensive. Some people don't miss Calabria, some people do, whatnot. But one thing is for sure, like you said earlier, Mike Magnan. Mike Magnan
Yeah.
to me, and I'll say this again, I'll say this a million times, is like what Mbappe is for PSG. Okay, I'll use
Yeah.
Mbappe as an example this time. Mike Magnan to Milan is like what Mbappe is to PSG. So he's a top super player. Not having him on the pitch definitely has an effect on the team.
Uh,
Tatrusano today, Vo, has saved our ass a bunch of times.
no, he's good. Tatarshan is not bad, but Manyan just gives a different dimension to the team.
Yes,
I
exactly.
even I thought this, and I still think to this day for last season MVP, it should have been Manyan, not Leao, because
100% agree.
Manyan was more consistent than Leao.
100% agree.
Manyan was probably our best transfer in years, but I don't know. He never had this kind of even problem injuries in the past. Either we are not lucky or we are doing something not we are not supposed to do. It's a huge loss that we don't have him.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It is a huge loss not having him there. I don't know what the situation is with the injuries. Maybe it's just a coincidence. Maybe it's just it's just being unlucky. But it is what it is.
Second year in a row, same period, gone for 2 months.
Yeah, it's always in the most important period of the Champions League.
But
Um,
luckily, this season we are a more mature team, and as it looks, we're gonna win. We're gonna pass the group stage.
yeah, yeah. We have 45 minutes to make this happen. To make this happen. Marshall says, "How many clean sheets did we have with Calabria on the right and Kalulu in the center?" Enough said. Now that is a fact.
Yes.
When we have Calabria, Kalulu, Tomori, and Theo Hernandez, when that defense and Mike Magnan, and that guy, the defense is a really really strong. Is really strong.
I just want to say thank you for Pete for the nice comment.
Hey Andon, let's read it. Hey Andon, really love your input in the lives. Very entertaining. When there's someone who understands the game of football, it's very good. Please stay with us for times to come. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Andon, member and part of the family. Absolutely. Tata playing good so far. The defense needs to be careful. Salzburg getting a couple shots off new target. I'm gonna
No,
have a hard.
Tata is playing very good. He's doing good hit, but the problem with Tata is some of the balls that, for example, when there is a cross ball, he's not that secure, and sometimes instead of just grabbing the ball, he punches it out, and sometimes
Yeah.
that can bring some trouble. And he's not that good with the feet. Players are not that sure when he plays on the goal. They don't have that security, and that affects also their style of play.
Yes. Exactly. It does,
But
and
again,
that's
he's a backup. He's a backup keeper. You cannot expect too much better from a backup keeper. We have to take consideration that.
right. Right. And actually, I mean, I don't think it's appropriate to talk about this right now because we're in such an important. But there was talk of getting getting a stronger backup keeper for the next in the next winter market. But right now, Tatrusano has kept us in this game.
Yeah, I
Uh,
won't say stronger, but more modern goalkeeper.
yeah, someone that can
Because
play with his feet, right? Someone
yeah,
that has
because
that
Tatarusanu
ability.
is an old style goalkeeper. That's the difference.
Yeah, I
Maybe
agree.
somebody that can play with the legs, somebody that can do some passes, because again, this is a modern time where football evolves. You can even see by the teams, for example, you can see this the style of Simeone with Atletico doesn't pass anymore. Mourinho style doesn't pass anymore.
Yeah,
Those
yeah.
kind of type of plays are not fit for modern football. So
Right. And to be frank, they're just boring to watch. Like it's not
yeah,
entertaining. It's just not entertaining. Um, and it's not effective. I don't know. It's such a cowardly approach. That approach. Anyway, let's look
well,
at the. Go ahead. Go ahead.
not cowardly because defending is art, but to do
True.
it properly.
Okay, I'm a little bit biased. Now you're 100% correct. Even though I'm all about Italy, Italian. I'm actually my mindset is super offensive. Super offensive. But no, you're absolutely right. Art is defense is a super art. Um, I guess just I'm a little bit atypical, the atypical Italian approach. But anyway, let's look at the ratings of the players and look at this. The player with the highest rating is 7.7, Ciprian Tatarusano, because he had four saves, one punch. So he had already four saves, and we saw what kind of saves. Those were important saves. Some of them were straight to him, but some of the other ones, he had to dive. Um, which says that Salzburg is coming through. They're coming through, and this player that you mentioned that was linked to us, he's the second player with the highest rating so far. So he's had dribble attempts one successful, ground duels five one. So he's also winning the duels there. So he's having a good game.
Yeah, I think
69%.
if we can get this kid, would be a good option for us.
This was another guy that Hans was talking about. Let's look at Ante Rebic again, guys. Even against Zagreb, Ante Rebic had this exact same score. It we Let's see why. What's going on? So accuracy 64%. Nine accurate passes out of 14, 25 touches, crosses two, one was accurate, long balls, two were accurate, tackles two. I feel secure with Rebic there. Even though I know he's not playing great, I feel better with Rebic there than Messias, than Diaz, than anybody else. Do you get this feeling also?
Yeah, because he's not that effective offensively when he plays on the right wing. Because again, he's a left winger. It's rather difficult when you play one side and, for example, you're left-footed and you can play a certain style, and you play on the other side. It's kind of difficult to adjust to the position. Not many players can play on both sides. So I can understand that point. But again, his drive, his intensity gives a little bit more stability in the defensive phase, especially when Salamakers is not playing. So
Yes.
he's the closest that can give what Salamakers gives.
Yes, sir. Someone is making a change. I think it is Bernardo coming in. Okay, so they're bringing in another striker, it looks like, the other team.
They have
They,
to attack.
they have to attack. So this means I hope Pioli contains to counterattack. Counterattacking is a form of offense. Accuracy passes Leao 9 out of 9, 100%. Crosses 3, one accuracy. Long ball one accurate. Dribble attempts 1, 0 successful. Ground duels 4, 2, 1. He's having a decent game. I like his energy today. Hopefully he can provide an assist or get us a goal. And Oliver Giroud doing what an experienced center forward needs to do: be in the right position at the right time, essentially.
Man,
He,
Giroud as I said, he's a big game player. This is a big game. He scores in big games. You cannot ask more than that.
question here from Marshall: do you guys think Asensio is the best fit for us on the right? I'm not too sure. Personally, no. But he is really good though. Let's not get this let's not get this wrong.
Maybe coming to Milan will give him a new motivation because he's still very young, he's still very talented, and so many trophies behind him. Let's not forget the first couple of trophies Real won in the Champions League. I think season 2017, 16, something like that. He was very vital for those wins. But after that, he dropped off,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
he's still how many? He
Go
has
ahead.
how many? 25 or 26, something
I
like
think
that.
he's 26, 27, something like that. He's in a good age. He's the same age as Origi, I believe. So it is a really good age. Obviously, the thing about Asensio are his wages. One thing to look at.
Yeah,
Uh, to me, honestly, guys, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna keep on saying it. If you ask me, my personal opinion, on the right, I would go for Johan Bakayoko. That is my opinion. That's who I'd go for. I don't have to have issues with wages. Yeah, he's not ready, John Bakayoko, but boy, when he will be ready, mamma mia, que jogador. So it's just a matter of time with him. That's who I'll go for. One more question here, then let's go into the game. This one here. Andon, what do you think about this? Because I'm sure
Uh,
you've heard about the rumors.
again, if we did this for every player that come, and because as fans we sold everybody, we sold Leao, we sold Tonali, so just have patience with him, just because if he continues to struggle, let's say for the rest of the season, and next season doesn't play anything, yeah, maybe it's a bad fit. But again, it's too early to say sell him because there is a reason why Maldini personally went to get him, and he doesn't do that for every player.
True. True.
And the Lord Krunic scored.
No way. What? Hold on, guys. I'm not even paying attention. All right. So my stream is a little bit behind. So let's comment it. All right. So Benacer wins the ball in the middle. Nice win by Benacer. Kalulu coming forward. Kalulu looks for Rebic. Rebic cross in the middle. Cross in the middle. Giroud to Rebic. Wow. Mamma mia. Giroud to Krunic. Rebic, Giroud, Krunic. There you go. 2-0. Exactly what we wanted. It's going to become very difficult for Salzburg to come forward now. They have to score 3 goals now, Salzburg, to go through. So they're going to put all their players up front. This is the time we contain, then we counterattack, and we can win this
Yeah,
game 4-1,
and we
four
don't need
two.
to spend too much energy till the end of the game.
We do
Just
not need
play
to
it
spend too
safe.
much. That's right. What a big goal for Krunic in such an important game. I love the fact that this season, all the players that get the most shit are scoring huge goals in huge games, right? I really
Yes.
love that about the team this today. I really fucking love that. What do you think about that? Is that what do you think about that? I don't know that thing. Obviously, everybody talks so poorly about Krunic, badly about Salamakers, badly about Gabbia, but in the Champions League, the competition where we our bread and butter is in this competition. They are players that have stood up and they have shown.
Krunic is a utility player. Krunic is maybe funny, but Krunic is one of a kind player. Not flashy, yes, but what he offers to the team is something that not too many players can offer.
Yeah,
I
and,
think
and, go ahead.
I think he's not even that bad defensively and offensively,
No, he's really good defensively. In my opinion, defensively, he's very good, like very good.
and he brings balance to the team. You
I
need
think.
that to have that balance.
Okay, let's be clear about something. In my opinion, box to box, Krunic is a very good midfielder. Box to
Yeah,
box. Um, so good here. Comment here by Negan. I think we found our right wing. So we were just talking about
talking
Rebic,
about Rebic, yeah.
right? And look at that. All of a sudden, he puts that cross in. It's effective. It finds Giroud, and Giroud with the goal and an assist now.
Again, those type of player, Krunic, Rebic, they are maybe not first team quality, but they are such good utility players that you just have to have in the squad.
Yes,
To
absolutely.
come off the bench, to start games like this, sometimes when you have injuries, you cannot get too much better players.
Yes,
Let's
absolutely.
not forget, even Sir Alex Ferguson had players like this, and he won so many titles.
Oh yeah. But even
He
Milan
had
had a lot of
Fletcher,
players.
he had Carrick, he had Wes Brown,
But so
he
did
had
we, yeah.
so many.
We
Yeah,
had players
and
like
Milan
that.
as well.
We had Brocchi, we had Ambrosini, we had a lot of players in in,
We had
in the
Kaladze.
Kaladze,
So
yeah.
these are type of players that will play a part of the team, never complain that they're not starters and do a very good job.
Yes. I'm so disappointed that our friend Skillard has left us because this would have been a great moment to, you know, make fun of Skillard. But anyway, when I say he left us, I don't mean he died. I mean he had a fight with someone in the WhatsApp group channel, and he decided to leave the group. All right, guys, Rebic on the wing again. Rebic with another cross gets the corner. In this moment, Milan is looking good. Whatever Pioli told the players, it worked. So nice. Starting the half perfectly. Again, if Salzburg is to go through, they have to score 3 goals. Knock on wood, we score another one, and we keep the result. So we
Yeah.
have to be focused. We have to suffer. We have to bring this game home.
Again, there are a couple of factors that pointed out to this kind of game. First of all, Benacer is playing in the midfield. We're totally different when he
Yeah,
plays.
absolutely.
Second of all, we play at San Siro. We're a totally different team this season at San Siro. We can beat anybody. And the
Yeah.
third and one of the most important facts is whenever they have a bad game like they had against Torino, the next game they always responded good throughout this season. So there's no way that we could have messed this up.
Yes, and listen to kind of almost give Pioli an excuse. To almost give Pioli an excuse, and it is the truth. He prepared the Torino game for this game.
Yeah.
It is just a fact. Because he
No,
could have played
no,
Kjaer, he could have played Benacer, he could have played Giroud, he could have played, the best team he could have. But he left the best team he could have had for this game, which was the best decision. Go ahead.
yeah. Again, as I said, it's okay to sacrifice that Torino game in favor for this game because this game is so much more important than the Torino game. Because in Serie A we can recover some points, but in the Champions League, if we have lost that, there is no way to recover. So it was understandable.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the difference between the Serie A being a marathon and the Champions League being a sprint. You know,
Sometimes you have to make some sacrifices
yeah, absolutely.
because even Napoli will do sometimes this kind of sacrifices, especially for the knockout phase.
Right, exactly. They will have to do it too, yeah. Roy bumped into Skiller the other day. He's in hiding. Apparently, Krunic put money on his head. So he's laying out. That's hilarious. Laying low until further notice. Pray for Skiller. That's too funny. Even Rade scoring at Cam. How is this looking for CDK? Damn. Don't mess with the Balkan boys. Don't mess with the Balkan boys, right, Andon? What do you say?
Yeah, yeah, they're listen. You won't see too many flashy players. I'm gonna take for example Goran Pandev. He's Macedonian player.
Oh yeah, yeah,
He
yeah.
was so much vital for that triple crown Inter team. He didn't do
Oh yeah.
anything too special, but he was so important to the team, to Mourinho's style of play. He made him from a forward. He taught him how to learn to play defensively.
And
So basically,
also Stankovic, isn't he? But
Stankovic as well. Almost every Balkan player can bring something, can add something to the team.
yeah,
So
absolutely,
it's very good to
absolutely.
have at least one Balkan player into the team.
A lot of
Again,
grit.
let's not forget even Ibrahimovic is from the Balkans, even though he has three
Yeah,
nationalities.
yeah. Guys, look at this. Ante Rebic's rating got lower. It's getting even lower. Maybe maybe he's just making. This is all an algorithm that
Yeah,
SofaScore pretty much reads and puts together. So I don't know what he's doing. Maybe it's his passing. His passing is not good
yeah, his
or something.
passing
But
is affecting because he has like 50, as you can see,
59%,
59%.
yeah. But interesting. Oliver Giroud now with the highest rating, 8.1 assist and a goal. Uh, yeah, thank you, Giroud. Still at the service of his team at 36. Okay, so far game is progressing well. Looks like Milan does have a certain upper hand on the field. It looks like the game is turning around towards Milan, right? I'm not seeing Salzburg being as dangerous as they were. I haven't really paid attention so much, but I wonder what
No,
changes have been made uh, in the formation or in the positioning, because I'm not seeing Salzburg doing what they were doing in the first half. Do you agree?
I
Right?
I think they just got scored very early in the first minute and the morale just dropped because
You think
even
they
they,
just gave up?
yeah, I think even they know that miracle would be needed to turn this game around.
Yeah, they have to score 3 goals now.
Yeah,
We know all about that, but let's hope that only happened once in our lifetime.
I
But
mean, that cannot happen twice. That cannot happen twice. That was
not
some
knock
blackout of 10
on
minutes.
wood. Giroud is having a game today, man of the match so far. Yes, according to the SofaScore ratings, he is man of the match. I see Diaz is warming up. Anyway, let's see exactly how the team, if the team is containing better. Let me see. All right, so we got Kalulu in a very central position. Looks for Rebic. Rebic on the wing again. Very nice play from Rebic, but he can't get the dribble done. I guess this is why he is getting that low point. He's getting passes wrong, dribbles wrong. But the one thing he had to do right, he did it so far. All right, Tatarusano. Tatarusano back to Tomori. Tomori hugging the line on the left wing. Krunic, nice layoff. Back to Benacer. What Benacer tried the one touch to Rebic. It didn't come through. Skillard aka Rock Nation was spotted on Milan Weekly Podcast pregame therapy session day long. Oh yeah, and on your there too. You do that too.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice, nice. Yeah. Sometimes I
I just
watch.
love. I just love when I can find a good community.
Yeah, yeah. Tell Skillard that he's missed next time you see him.
I would mention that to him. I didn't know that he was killer.
Oh yeah, that's Skillard.
Oh, okay. Hasn't, yeah.
Husney is Skillard. Yeah. All right. Okay. So we got Tatarusano. Tatarusano to Kalulu.
Watch
Kalulu.
carefully.
Kalulu to Benacer. Benacer back to nice play here from Tonali and Benacer. Benacer to Theo. Theo with a beautiful chest. Brings the ball down. Leao on the box. Attacking the wing. Leao gets himself in the middle. Leao. What does Leao do? He goes all the way around. Puts the ball in. Ole! And we have another goal. Giroud. And what a play from Leao. Took on everybody, guys. 3-0. It has become mission impossible for Salzburg. Salzburg has to score 4 goals in order to go through. Guys, this is what we wanted. This was the prime objective of the season, guys. This was, now we can focus on the Scudetto again. This was the
Yes.
prime objective of
And
the season.
again, this is what we missed also from Leao. Not to try to finish, just to try to get some assists. Because he's very good at doing that.
Yes, and what an assist, man. He took on the whole defense, went around them. Poor defending from the Salzburg defender. I'm sure he's going to feel really bad about that, but Lau put in that ball in there, and thank God the right man at the right time was in the right position, just like what you want your veteran striker to do. So 3-0 at the San Siro. Um, it is going perfectly the way we wanted. There you go. Bada bing, bada boom. There's no way they can score 4 goals and on,
No,
right?
no.
There's no way, right?
Zero chance. Zero chance.
I'm
Maybe
gonna
we'll be lucky even getting a clean sheet.
knock on wood, knock on wood, knock on wood.
I think maybe even we can score a couple more goals.
At this point, I feel Salzburg has pretty much. They have to have. They probably know it's over for them. What is the situation with the Chelsea game? Are you any? Do you know? Let me check.
They're 2-1, leading 2-1.
Chelsea's leading 2-1.
Yeah.
Okay, so this means Salzburg is going in Europe anyway, so they're
Yeah.
going in the Europa League. So this result won't affect them so much as far as their European ambitions. But yeah, Milan is in the driver's seat right now. Milan is in the driver's seat. And I couldn't be happier. I couldn't be happier. How long has it been? 10 years? How long has it
Yeah.
been since we made the
2014, I think it was, when we played against Atletico.
So it's almost been 10 years, guys. It's been 8 years since we have.
Man, I hated Courtois for those games. He caught everything. If you remember those games.
Yes. Yeah, guys, another opportunity for Milan here. Leao. This is 2-on-2 situation. Leao. What does he do? Leao. Oh, my God. He had an opportunity to give it to Giroud, but he does not give it to Giroud. But he does not lose the ball. Benacer. Benacer back to Leao. Leao coming forward. Leao coming forward. Leao with a pass in the middle. Rebic. Rebic should have probably. Okay, Rebic does very weird thing there. He just
I think Theo is injured, but let's hope it's not too serious.
let's see what happens with Theo. Oof, that was right on the side of his knee. Yeah, I think that was right on the side of his knee. Anyway, another yellow card for Salzburg. So Salzburg now has a bunch of yellow card.
And this is what I spoke about Leao in this last situation. If he tried to pass the ball to Giroud, he would
A,
have gotten another assist,
yeah,
and Giroud has
literally
hat-trick.
a millisecond earlier. Literally like a second earlier. He should have passed the ball to Giroud because he had him right there. That's what do you call that? Do you think that's just inexperience, just him being young?
He just, I think he just wants to score a goal. And yeah, because the game, I think it's already settled. So
All right, question for you and the chat and for me too. So I was saying that this game being the most important game of the season so far, and maybe maybe one of the most important games of the season in total, it was a big exam for Leao, being the guy that wants to, have the big contract, wants to be, has he passed the exam? Is this a good performance? Is this a performance that says yes, Leao deserves what he wants? What do you guys think in
mm,
chat? What do you think?
I think it's 50-50.
Tell me why.
I think he showed that he can be that player, but again, it's not that decisive, that clear. Again, he had an assist and he had some couple of chances. It was a wonderful assist, but it's still not at 100%. But again, he's young. He has time to mature.
Yeah, look, there's definitely still something lacking in his football, right? But he definitely has weapons though that you can't deny, right? He's
Yeah,
got the
you cannot
dribble,
deny.
he's got the dribble, he's got the assists, he's got the goals, and he's got the hunger and the desire. But as far as his football, I agree that there's still something left to be desired. And we saw that example a little bit earlier. Hold on, guys, we have another opportunity here. No, never mind. Milan at this
But
point, yeah,
what's
go ahead.
more important? What's more important right now? Even more important than Leao, it's Benacer. We have to renew his contract.
Yes,
We
yeah,
are not getting a better player for a 4 million salary because that's how he is asking. And if we can somehow remove that a release clause of 50 million, that would be great because we're so totally different when he's playing and when he's not.
no, this I totally agree. Right now, today, especially in the absence of Mike Magnan, because I still put Mike Magnan before Benacer. But Benacer is the heart of the team. He is the brain of the team, and we don't even have a replacement for him on the bench right now. We don't
No,
have a. He's the only regista we have,
yeah.
and I agree. Like
Hopefully,
if
hopefully
you,
in the
go ahead.
winter mercato we can get a right wing and we can get a suitable substitution for Benacer or a similar style of play.
Yes, yeah, we need that. We need that because we lack that, and that's something that Ancelotti had. He had the substitute for Pirlo, which was a Redondo back in the day,
Yeah,
and I mean, imagine having Redondo on the bench. But having a substitute regista is very important. It's very important. So we definitely need that, and we saw, especially in the game against Torino, that we really need that.
what
But sounds yeah. Go
I
ahead.
wanted to ask you because today I learned Jorginho contract is expiring and Barcelona or Milan are the teams that are more interested in him. Do you think he will be a good fit for this Milan?
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely.
I think he can be that player that can replace Benacer when he's not playing.
Well, I mean, if I have Jorginho and Benacer, I am changing something, and I'm not having. I'm playing them together. If I have Jorginho and Benacer, it's hard to keep one of them in the bench.
Yeah, but have in mind a lot of games are played. There will be rotations, so
Sure, sure, sure. Hold on one second. We have another opportunity. Leao finds himself in a really good position. Leao in the box. Get a penalty. Get a penalty, Leao. Get a penalty, my man. Leao is just surfing. Today, Leao is surfing, and he's catching every wave. Um, but yeah, you can rotate, and if you only need one and one, let's say for both healthy. Let's say if I'm playing a game against a big game, I would play them both, and I'd put
yeah.
Tonali. I put Tonali, Jorginho, and Benacer on the pitch. I'd find a way to do that. But anyway, Paul says that we can't afford him anyway.
Well, I don't think so because he has around 6 million salary, something like that. He's
Yeah,
not
right.
getting too much money with a
Mhm.
good offer because he's 30. He has
Oh,
at least
oh, my God! Sorry, I not to interrupt you,
no problem.
Leao, with a crossbar. Just hit the crossbar, and what a play from Theo, which he is fine right now. Looks like he's no problem, but we almost hit that four. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, because he's 30, he has at least 4 good seasons in him. He's coming on free. I think it will be a good opportunity to offer even 6, 7 million because we have to start offering those kind of salaries to better players because he's a player that can give effect right now. We don't have to wait him for him to develop. So
Oh
he
yeah,
can be
absolutely.
that kind of an exception.
And
And
do you
with
know how
more
old he is?
money, with more money, it's a no-brainer.
Do you know how old he is on the
He's
fly?
30.
Oh,
He's
he's
30.
30. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Paul says Lau isn't a quick thinker. That's her problem. It's football. IQ needs improvement. He could have had 2 goals already plus the assist. Yeah,
Man, he's
I
younger
agree.
than me, so
I agree. Oh, but it is true. Benacer was amazing first half. Yeah, yeah. Salzburg is not anywhere as dangerous as they were, even though they just took a shot here. But it looks like this game is finished. Knock on wood. I don't want to jinx it
yeah.
because we know
No.
what it's all about. But it looks like this game is done. Let's see what happens. Benacer with a really good pass, good game. Giroud Leineda Francesca. What does that mean? Not sure what that means. Okay, so Benacer. Oh, my stream just got blocked.
Oh, I think Theo again
He's on the
is
ground.
missing. Yeah, I think
Okay.
if this continues, I think it's a good time to take him off, just not to risk it.
Oh, okay. I see. So Theo on the ground. He got a hit in the box. Um, my stream here is stopped. CBS. So I gotta wait till he comes back. So would
They're
you put
they're just
Balotelli?
yeah. Again, it's 20 minutes. He cannot be that bad. He cannot screw that up. Oh, we're doing a substitution. We're taking off Leao and Messias is coming on.
Okay, Lau coming off. Okay, so Lau is off.
Yeah,
So he finishes the game with a 6.9 sofa score rating. Not bad. Not in the green though. I think what I saw from Lau was very encouraging. In my opinion, going to that question I asked earlier, did he pass the test? I think yes, but there is that question and that thing that you brought up, I bring up, and also Paul brought up that football IQ needs to improve. It definitely needs to
yeah,
improve. But he did what we want him to do today to be dangerous and to help the team win, and he helped the team win. I mean, the game is not over yet, but he helped. He helped. He did his part. Let's say he could have had a much better game, though. Also, yeah, he could have scored goals. He almost scored a goal there with the crossbar. The San Siro is on
I,
their feet
I
for
think they
Leao.
sus.
Yes, look at that. The San Siro on their feet for Leao. The San Siro approves.
Oh yeah.
So
Also, Benacer came off.
okay, so Leao coming out and Benacer coming out. Benacer finishes with a 6.8 SOFA score rating.
I think
Uh,
these ratings are, as you said, algorithm ratings.
Their what? Yeah, their algorithm ratings based on successful passes and blah blah blah. Successful plays, not necessarily impact,
Yeah,
right? Because look at
because Rebic has a 6.1, Benacer has 6.8, and they played so much better than that. So
right, their impact on the game is better than what those ratings suggest for sure. I like this Rebic on the right. I wish he would always just have played there. It would have been much easier. By the way, now Rebic has probably gone to the left, and and uh, and Messias on the right. Pobega has come in. What happened? What happened then? Did they score?
no, no,
Okay. All right, we're finding more space.
they had a chance, they had a shot, but
Yeah. Sorry, guys. As I said,
again, this kid that we're interested. Again, it's him. So
that's Hans's. That was Hans's guy during the summer. Okay, so
let's
Pobega is in. I think it's a good decision. Put Pobega in at this point. Just close up shop. Messias more defensive on that side, and now just have the one more offensive Rebic on the left. So I think it's well done by Pioli. Well done by Pioli.
yeah,
Good choices by Pioli. Here, big mistake from Tonali that leaves the gap open. Tonali just gives the ball to Kiergaard, and then he even moves out of the way. Sorry, guys, I'm behind. I'm going to recover now. I'm back. I'm back.
at least he showed so far that he deserves his renewal. So it
Who
was a
did?
good test to pass.
Leao?
No, no, Pioli.
Oh, Pioli. Right, right. Exactly. Because one of the questions I did a stream yesterday, I think. One of the questions I had is this, was it good to renew Pioli after or before the game? I think the way this is going, again, the management got it right.
Yeah. Personally, I would have waited after this game, but still, they did
Yeah,
a good.
it was definitely on the table, right? Maybe they thought, let's not put too much pressure on him.
Yeah,
Let's renew him so he doesn't think that this game is a test.
yeah, yeah. That's why even us as fans we can make wrong decisions sometimes.
Right, right. I've recovered. I've recovered. I'm with you, Ricky. Now I think Andon is still in front, but I'm on your. I'm same with you. So Krunic in the double pivot and Pobega in the cam. Yeah, I think so. It looks like it.
Yeah, it looks like, but it's not a double pivot. I think he's playing all game. Even though it looks like a double pivot, he's playing with three-man midfield.
uh, Pobega does look like he's more advanced, though.
Yeah.
He right now in the press, and now he's going into the midfield.
This is what I like about Pioli, that he's learning through game into the game to do some formation changes. Not a typical formation change, but style of play that he plays.
Yeah, yeah, and that's so important to adapt. And when you're playing the game, and to adapt and to modify the team in order to suit the opponents, it's such an
I
important aspect of the game.
and I think he knew what he was doing even in the Turin game. I think he consciously knew that probably that's the game that we need to sacrifice.
Well, yeah, there, I a little bit disagree. I think he should have done something else. But
Yeah, he should have done better, but we are we are still struggling with injuries. We're not a complete team,
right,
and
right.
sometimes you just need to take the safe route.
Yeah, look, as far as the Torino game, I really think he made some mistakes that could have been
Yeah, of
avoided.
course.
And I think they were easy mistakes to avoid. But at the end of the day, as I said earlier, he definitely fought about the Torino game, thinking about this game.
Yeah,
It was more important to come to this
preparation
game,
for this game. Yes.
yeah, with Kjaer in the defense, with Benacer and Tonali, with Leao rested, with Giroud rested. How important was it to rest Giroud, guys? Giroud total in
As
this
you can
game,
see,
2 goals and an
it's
assist.
a different Giroud. Sometimes he just needs to rest a couple of games. Play him
Yeah,
10, 15 minutes. Give him
yeah.
that time to recover.
And actually, I think right about now would be a good time to put in Origi. Actually, And
Yeah, even already given CDK, just give him some game time,
yeah, I
10
think,
15 minutes.
but I think that Origi's game, the energy that he brings to the game in these last 15 minutes, 20 minutes more or less, can really hurt Salzburg even more. I wonder if he is going to do that. I wonder if he is going to do that. Bring in
Yeah,
Origi.
and also would prepare him a little bit for this weekend game against Cremonese. So
Is it Spezia or Cremonese this weekend?
I think it's Cremonese,
You sure?
Cremonese, Spezia, and then we are playing Fiorentina.
Fiorentina.
Let's see.
Um.
No,
Uh,
it's Spezia. Sorry, I
yeah,
mistake.
yeah. I
It's
think it was
Spezia.
Spezia, right?
Spezia.
Okay, so yeah, this game looks like it's not. And I'm not saying it looks like it's finished. I'm just looking at Salzburg, and they just don't. They're not doing anything anymore.
I think this is the perfect example. A game that we won comfortably. We didn't spend too much energy, and that it won't affect us this weekend. We won't be too tired.
Yes, yeah, I agree with that. I don't think I think, and also now finally we can just really focus on the Serie A and stay in those four games. We had this one game where we had that little space to sacrifice. We did it. We had to do it. And now these next three games, all in the Serie A,
Yeah, we
World
have to
Cup.
win 3 out of 3. We
Yep,
have to win them all.
that's right. Then we have the World Cup, and then in January we resume.
Just get a couple of players, get a right wing, get a good, or try to develop, give more game time to ranks.
Yeah, yeah, Ranks and also the other guys too.
Just try to find a solution when Benacer is not playing. That should be the focus through the winter.
Yes, yeah, and maybe also again, not to disrespect him right now because he's playing, and to be honest, he's done a brilliant job today. A more, like you said, modern goalkeeper as your
Yeah,
second
more
choice.
and more.
Like I
Again, I would still play Tatarusanu as a second choice goalkeeper to the end of the season, but getting a modern goalkeeper now to adapt to the team, to adapt to the game style, would be beneficial for next season.
yeah, and it looks like those reports. That's what the reports were saying. Right, Balotelli is coming in for Theo Hernandez, which is a good option right now. Who knows? That might give Salzburg a little bit more grit on that side. Let's see where Balotelli is as far as mental fitness, physiology. And CDK is coming in for who?
Krunic.
Ah, for Krunic. Wow. So I'm assuming Pobega is going to go down to the double pivot now, and CDK is going to take that cam role and play there. Let's see how CDK does in these last 15 minutes. Salzburg right now is not going all in, so CDK should have. Hold on, watch out for Salzburg right away with opportunity here to shoot. Oh wow, Salzburg almost getting the goal, just an inch away from the post. Take Krunic out, guys, and right away, the team's the keystone. Krunic, the keystone. All right, let's see if CDK can score in front. Is it the Curva Sud? No, the Curva
I
Sud is on the other side.
no, it's on the other side. Yeah,
Charles Signia per noi. Let's go. Good game, Krunic. Yeah, I agree. Krunic got 7.3. So that means that he was very precise today. So that's very good. All right. Nice 1-2 between CDK and Balotelli. Really nice 1-2. Is that Balotelli with the yellow boots? No, sorry.
I think.
CDK? Oh, 12, Rebic. Okay, so Rebic now is the captain. CDK, look at CDK coming down looking for the ball. Well, there you go, CDK. Come on, CDK. There you go. Show yourself. Mm. Krunic the Keystone XL pipeline of Milan. That's hilarious. All right, so throw in for AC Milan. The defensive line, Balotelli, Tomori, Kalulu, and Kjaer. And then the midfield, we have Tonali, Benacer. Attacking line, Rebic, CDK, Messias, and Giroud. the lone striker. Watch out for Salzburg. We're getting closer. Shot saved by Tatrusano. Kalulu just clears the ball. 10 minutes to full time, more or less. Then you have some injury time left. Salzburg, in order to go through, has to score 4 goals. So they know that this game is done for them, but maybe they might play for
Uh,
pride at this point.
Yeah, and they don't need to risk any kind of injuries. They're certainly gonna play in the Europa League because Dinamo is losing to Chelsea. So
Yes, yeah, that's true. Dinamo's losing to Chelsea. Actually, let's see what's happening in the other games. Let me see if there's a something here. Let's see. Da, 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 da.
Juventus is losing to one.
Juventus, man. What a
But
what a
luckily
disaster.
for even for us, they're gonna play in the Europa League.
Oh, is Benfica beating?
Benfica is beating 4-1.
Oh, Jesus. Forget about it, man. All right, guys. So I think we can already break out the champagne and we can celebrate here because it's been 8 years. We've been waiting 8 years for this moment, guys. We haven't been waiting 8 months, 8 weeks, 8 days. 8 years.
Yeah, and we can take a look at possible opponents for the knockout round.
Yes, all the first places. We can't play Club Brugge anymore, by the way.
Yeah, it's Porto. Porto is first.
Yeah. All right, Salzburg now on the holding the ball, builds in from the back. Um, I gotta say, and the way Milan contains, uh, um, it's a little bit worrying to be honest with you.
We are still shaky. We are still too shaky defensively. They need to work that during the World Cup.
Yeah, and it kind of maybe says that maybe that people are right about Kessie. Maybe
Yeah, we
Kessie
are
did.
missing him because he brought stability into the midfield.
Yeah, because I mean we haven't. Okay, hold on, wait. Opportunity here. CDK looks for Theo on the box, attacking the box. Great run by Balotelli. He actually gets the ball. Good pass from Theo. Balotelli in the middle. Corner kick. Really good stuff from Milan right now. No, I was saying like the maybe even the containment looks poor, but it looked the same last year. But having that Kessie in there maybe made it a little bit more solid.
Yeah, last year because listen, last year we played similar like we played today because we didn't try from start to attack to control the game. We let Salzburg play, and that brought us results. This season, most of the times we are trying to control the game, and we are not a team built for that. So hopefully they will learn from this and try to play this style of play moving forward to the season.
Yeah, here we go. Corner kick from AC Milan. Let's see how this goes. Pobega. Pobega on the right wing tries to dribble. Let's see if he can get himself another corner. He doesn't, but almost tried to get himself a corner. Goal kick for Salzburg. 80. We're in the 84th minute here, so probably 3 minutes maximum stoppage time. We didn't really have many moments of the referee stopping the game. So for score rating so far, Kalulu with really good rating, 7.5. I gotta say, defensively, we did look much better in the second half. Maybe it is got to do with the fact that that first goal kind of demoralized Salzburg, and then the third goal just completely shoved them down.
Yeah.
Um, but definitely, the team has looked much better the second half. And guys, look at this: Oliver Giroud has gone into the blue. He's 9.0 now on the Sofa Score rating. So the algorithm is giving Giroud a very good game. Most likely, he is going to be man of the match, 2 goals and an assist.
If he scores a one more goal, he gonna get a 10.
Yeah, yeah. Ciprian Tatrusano with the second player with the highest ratings, meaning that he's been maybe called to work a little bit more than we wanted. Matthew K. Matteo Gabbia coming in. Matteo Gabbia coming in. I think he's probably going to a defensive three. Let's see who he pulls out. Who do you think he's going to pull out? I would pull out
I think Kjaer will be going out.
Kjaer.
I think.
Let's see. He might pull out Kjaer or maybe Giroud and go three of the back. Who knows? Let's see. We're going to find out in a second, or you're going to find out sooner.
Oh no, it's Kalulu.
Oh, okay. He pulls out Kalulu.
He's definitely going to a three-man back line.
So what? Messias is on the.
Yeah, Messias would be like a right wing back.
Wow. Okay, so Messias right wing back, Gabbia, Kjaer, and Fikayo Tomori, three men at the back. Balotelli, right wing back. Great job by Kalulu. I think all the players today deserve a standing ovation. Every single player today deserves a standing ovation because it is a historical win for Milan today. It is a historical moment for Milan after this 8 year of absence. As a matter of fact, the stadium is doing the Mexican wave. They're happy. This is a huge win for AC Milan, and hopefully, it's the beginning of uh, of this new cycle of us being a
Yeah.
team that continues to go into the next stages of the Champions League.
Well, we said this is the goal this season, past the group stage. They have done that. Now they can focus on the league,
Yep.
get stronger, and come back next season to do more damage in the Champions League.
Right, and also, we're getting. I think we're getting just from this game, we're getting 42 million. 42 million for for passing going over the line and qualifying plus 2 million 0.5 for the win. So 42 million in prize money we're getting. That's a lot. That's double of what you get just by winning the Serie A.
Yeah, and plus we have guaranteed one more sold out game in the Champions League at home court. So that's another.
Yes, yeah. But with that 42 million that we're going to be getting with this game, we can use that to renew Leao, to renew Benacer, and also with the additional money that they must have. And also, Jadi Cardinale probably wants to put his face on signings.
Yeah, he has to. Now he has to. If he doesn't give some money into for the winter workout, I'm gonna be so disappointed.
Right.
And he doesn't look like a guy that would do that to disappoint us.
No. It's not in his interest to do that. It is in his interest to bring out the fireworks because obviously in a smart way, not in a Fassone Mirabelli way, but in a smart
Yeah.
way. Um, anyway, so we do have money to reinforce the team in the winter market. This group qualification guarantees that, and obviously oh my God, CDK, Mamma mia,
Like his confidence is so low. He needs to improve that.
that pass to Giroud was really poor. Anyway, so yeah, as I was saying, you reinforce the team in the winter for the Champions League, right?
Yeah.
Because you want to buy players that can help you go through into the next and go further ahead.
Yeah.
And that
Which
just
will
make yeah,
inevitably help you even in the Serie A.
exactly. That's exactly where I'm getting to. It's all a chain reaction. And that's why the Champions League is so important. Because the more you reinforce yourself of the Champions League, the better you get for the Serie A.
So they have
80,
to
yeah, go ahead.
get at least one good player into the winter mercato. At least one.
I think so. They need to definitely strengthen the team. Um, and of course, next year we're going into next year's season. Oh well, season second half of the season. It's not even the second half really, but it is the end of the first half, then into the second half, with supposedly Calabria back, Salamaker's back, Giroud back. not Giroud, sorry, Ibrahimovic back, Mike Magnan back. So that's like almost
That's a
like
totally
buying,
new team.
yeah, a new team. It's like buying four new players, pretty much.
But I hope when they come back they can stay healthy
Yeah, that's a question. That's a big
because
question.
as with our luck, they're gonna come back. Somebody else gonna get injured. That's our luck in the past 3 seasons.
Yeah. Now, last season, our second half of the season wasn't that bad as far as injuries goes, but we only had.
Second part of the season.
I think that was it. Really, that was a long-term injury. But last season, only playing one game a week definitely helped us not get all these injuries. Guys, 2 minutes. This game is over, guys. Congratulations.
Oh, the Messiah.
Oh shit. Okay, hold on. Let's go. All right, Salzburg on the attack. Salzburg, they make a mistake. Giroud. Nice play from Giroud, and the through ball for Giroud. What a play from Giroud. He comes forward. Messias with a nice cut, and what a goal from Messias. What a goal from Messias, and what a play from Giroud, guys.
I think this
Giroud
will
gets
count as
two
an assist.
assists and 2 goals. Guys, Giroud gets 2 assists and 2 goals. This is insane.
And Messi scores second game in a row.
And Messias scores second game in a row, similar goal. Um, uh, this time it was not a foul for sure. But what a play from Giroud in the midfield. What a game from the old man Giroud, huh? What a game from Giroud.
As I
Four
said,
zero, guys. Listen, Ando, when was last time that we saw Milan win 2 games in a row in the Champions League 4-0? Are we?
never.
We're back, baby. We are
Not
back.
even not even in our best year we never had 2 games in a row to win 4-0 in the
Right.
Champions League.
I don't think I've ever seen this ever,
I
ever
don't
in our
remember.
in our history that we won 2 games in a row 4-0. Clarence Seedorf uh, hugging Ibrahimovic. Wow, guys. Game set. Grande partita, ragazzi. Forza mitico Milan. Beautiful work, Giroud. Absolutely. Messias over Suso.
And this is the perfect game where the team shows its maturity, that it's maturing.
Yes, yes. What a great job by everybody. Man,
And,
the manager standing
and
ovation.
again, keep Giroud fit for the big games. Don't waste him on meaningful games. Don't waste him with Cremonese. Don't waste him with Spezia. Just keep when the derby comes. Keep when the important games come. Play him then.
Yeah, game is over, guys. Game is done. I think the referee whistled even before the stoppage time was. I think the referee stopped the game before the injury time was even done. I think. No. He did. He did it.
No, he gave only 2 minutes injury because there was
Right.
no need for something more.
So after winning the Scudetto, this here is Milan's best achievement in this cycle, in this new cycle, in the new Maldini Massara era.
I think this second half was probably one of our best halves played in this era.
Yeah, 3 goals in such an important game. And Salzburg, a team that a lot of people respect. Salzburg, a team that is not a pushover team, and neither is Dynamo. So these
No,
are
they're not.
no. These are 2 big wins, statement wins against some very strong teams. So now I think a huge weight has been lifted from the players' shoulders. They've achieved the most important objective of the season, in my opinion. In my opinion, the most objective, and then you know, making sure they stay in the Champions League next year too. But um, with such a big victory, I think now the team will go to the next level mentally. Mentally, they'll
Oh,
go to the next level.
there's something very interesting to see in the group, in the Juventus group,
Go ahead.
because PSG and Benfica have the same number of points, they have the same goal difference, and they have the same score in the both games. So how they gonna decide who is first, who is second?
Hmm. Man, Juventus is such an embarrassment. Oh my god.
It's good thing that they gonna play at least Europa League.
Oh, they are. Yeah,
Yeah,
good for us. Not good for them.
yeah. But again, I'm still curious how they're gonna decide who is first, who is second in this group.
Yep, they lost 2-1. Okay, let's go and see the potential teams that we could be facing. So let me pull that up. Um, let's go to the group stages. But anyway, actually, before we do that, let's just finish with the ratings. So obviously, Oliver Giroud finished in blue, 9.4, man of the match, 2 assists, 2 goals. Old man Giroud gets the job done. Krunic with a 7.3. Player AC Milan player with the lowest ratings, Ante Rebic. But like we said earlier, I like Rebic there. It gives me a sense of security having Rebic there. His presence, I know he's going to make mistakes, but I also know that out of the blue, he's going to do something that can help the team win. I think Rebic there is a better solution than any other player, in my opinion. Especially if you have Kalulu defending him and Sandro Tonali defending him. Take Kalulu away, maybe it's different. Who knows? But anyway, Sandro Tonali got a 7.1. Ismail Benacer 6.8. Let's see why exactly got a 6.8 because he had a very good performance. 84% passing rate. He had 26%, 26 passes were accurate out of 31. 51 touches, long balls, 7, 3 were accurate. Shots on target, he had 0 shots on target. He did have that 1 shot off target. Shots blocked by Giroud, essentially. Dribble attempts, 3, 1 successful. Ground duels, he won 6. 6 ground duels. What about Tonali's numbers? What do Tonali's numbers look like? Tonali played the whole 90 minutes. He had 47 touches, 27 passes out of 38, 71%. Long balls, 1 accurate out of 5. I wonder what they're calculating here because it looks like Benacer had better stats. Ground duels won. Look at the difference in ground duels between Tonali and Benacer. I wonder what they're calculating. I'm trying to put wrap my head around how this algorithm works. But anyway, Cibran Tatrusano, second man of the match.
Hmm.
Second man of the match with 8.8. He was asked in question. Okay, so I'm gonna just give my quick thoughts on the game. Then Andon, I want you to do the same. So I'm just gonna say this. Um, First half, I did not like the way Milan was containing the team. I thought that their containment was quite poor. Our lines were very unorganized. As a matter of fact, Salzburg was creating a lot of opportunities. We got that goal in the set piece, even though I thought our energy was good in the first half and we looked like we could have scored any time with some counterattack. But the issue that I had was the containment. Our shape was all off, leaving spaces all around the place. So I think it was a negative first half as far as defensively goes. Offensively, we were positive. Second half, we got that goal right away. I think Pioli probably did make some changes there, and I think Andon is correct when he said that at that point Salzburg just gave up. But second half was absolutely brilliant. The containment was perfect. The offensive plays were perfect. Everybody did their job. The center forward, if your center forward is getting 2 assists and 2 goals, that means the rest of the team worked perfectly. So absolutely brilliant second half, quite poor first half. But this is Milan's most important victory after the Scudetto last year in the last 8 years. This goes as the second most important victory and second most important achievement we've made in the last 8 years. So yeah, I'm very happy. For me, it's a party. Champagne, champagne. What about you, Andrew? Go ahead.
Yeah, again, this game kind of reminds me the style of football we played last season. We didn't try to control the game. We didn't try something too complicated. We played it simple. What we need to do every game. There is no need to do over complications to try something flashy. Give Theo play him as a wingback, not as a fullback. give him more offensive duties because he's so much good on offense, and he opens up so much space, and he gives so much options for the attack. Again, it was a shaky first half, although we still managed to control it somehow. We are still struggling with the defense, even though we kept a clean sheet, which is very important. They need to they need to learn to improve a little bit on that, their composure. And again, that's due to, again, still Mike not playing, still missing Mike, Tatarshani on goal. Although he was amazing, he did he saved everything that he could. Then in the midfield, I think this game proved to everybody why Benacer is so much important to the team. He's heart of the team, and why does Milan look such a different team when he's playing or when he's not. We can see the struggles when he's not in the game. For the attack, Giroud showed his class, showed why he's a world class player, showed why he's the player that he is today, and that showed that he should be used in these kind of games. Again, Rebic had a good game. He's nothing too spectacular, but he did a very good job. Leal also did had a decent game, not a great game, but a decent game. So even with our wings having a decent game, we still managed to win 4-0. Having two victories in the Champions League, winning with goal difference 8-0 in the last two games, going forward to the knockout round where anything can happen, no matter who we play, it's a knockout. So hopefully we can build up on this performance, win the remaining three games, then relax for the World Cup, watch the World Cup, do some work through the winter, react on the winter mercato, get a couple of players, and firstly focus on the Scudetto in the second half of the season. In the Champions League, just play whatever you can, and with a little bit of luck, we can. Who knows? We can go even further in the Champions
Yeah.
League.
Look, and I want to say this, and I don't want to sound like a loser. I don't want to sound like a loser. But to be honest with you guys, and I'm just being honest because I'm not. I try to be as objective as possible. As far as the Champions League goes, our job is done this year. Like we did what we had to do. Whatever happens in the next round, of course, if we win, it's much better. But even if we don't win, I think just those two games is a good experience for our players that have never been in games that are so difficult. But some of our players will play the World Cup and they will feel that experience of that in and out. Super high pressure. You don't have any margins of error. You have to get it right on the day, otherwise you're out. So they're going to get some good experience from the World Cup. Especially Leao is going to get good experience from the World Cup, and some of our other players are going to get good experience from the World Cup. But as far as the Champions League goes, I feel like we've achieved what we need to achieve. Whatever happens next, I'll embrace it gladly. Whether we win, whether we lose, for me this year, I'm happy with what we've done. I know this is controversial. No, people are going to say, no, we need to win the Champions League, blah, blah, blah. No, we need to go this. But let's be realistic about where we are as a team and and um, and what the objectives were.
Yeah,
Now, the chances of us winning the Champions League are there. There's always one chance. There's always a chance. But how many chances do we have? I don't know. Maybe not many. Do we have a chance to go to the next round, to the quarterfinals? Well, let's explore that. But before exploring that, what do you think about what I just said, Andon? Do you
yeah,
agree or no?
I completely agree. That's not something to be coward or to underestimate the team, but we have to be realistic. Sometimes you have to be patient because this is a building. We still build this team. This team is still young. There's still time for improvement. That doesn't mean we're gonna give up in the Champions League. Saying that we need to focus on the Serie A and that our job is done in the Champions League doesn't mean that we're gonna give up. We're gonna play our best, no matter who we play. But if we don't manage to go further in the knockout rounds, that's okay because our goal for this season was passing that threshold of the group stage of the Champions League.
Correct.
Now it would be smart because it's not that maybe we can be the dark horse and win the Champions League. It's not something that it's impossible to do. There's still small chance, but for us to be smart, and to build this team, to go further, to grow this team in the second half of the season, focus on the Serie A, win another title, get the second star, get a good player in January. After that, in the summer mercato, hopefully we can have a budget of around 100 million, address the area that we need to address, and next season, with a team with much more experience, with two Serie A titles under our belt, then go for the Champions League.
Yeah, yeah. I think that is a logical way to look at it. Step by step. It is the logical way to look at it, and it's the best way to help your players grow. Not give your players too much pressure when they're probably not ready to handle all of that pressure. Let's explore the potential. Now, one thing though, I want to say, um, I think some of it also depends on our mercato in the summer and the winter. I wonder, let's say if we do have like a crazy winter mercato, then maybe the objectives do change. But today, I think you and I are on the same page,
Yeah.
100% on the same page. All right, so let's look at the potential teams we can face from Group B. It is Porto, or can we face Napoli straight away?
No, we cannot. I think no. Still not.
Yeah. So it's Porto. Let's look one at a time. What are our chances with Porto? I think Porto maybe being one of the weaker teams that you can face. Weaker in quotation. They're not weak. They're a strong team.
We owe them for last season.
Right. A little bit of a revenge factor there. I think it's much. Porto is a doable. Is doable. Like I
Yeah.
think we can beat Porto. I think like I can say confidently that if we face Porto, we have good chances of beating them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to the next one. Bayern. To me, Bayern look very good. They looked very good this year. I
But
was
this is they're yeah they're very good, but this is not the scary Bayern couple of seasons ago that it was.
it's
With that Bayern, I would say we had no chances. But with this Bayern, I'm not saying that we're gonna win, but we can play with them.
yeah. You think?
Yeah, we can play with Bayern.
Yeah.
Not win. Let us
Obviously.
not get us wrong. I'm not saying that we can surely win, but we can play against them. They're totally two different things.
Right. Right. Okay. Look, I definitely believe in the fact you go in there. You never start a game with a losing mentality. You always go in there with the idea to win, to play good. Um, just objectively speaking, from what I've seen in the Champions League, now that I'm much more invested in the Champions League and I'm following all these other teams, Bayern look like one of the best teams in Europe. We'll see how they. Let's see what
Well,
happens next year.
Inter weren't dominated by Bayern Munich in those two games, so that gives me hope that we can at least play against them.
Yeah, look, I say if we play Bayern, I think it is a objectively speaking 40% chance we win, 60% chance they win.
Yeah, something like that. Yes.
Something along those lines. Not to be overconfident, but also not to be completely a defeatist, because I think this Milan on the day can beat any team. Okay,
Yeah.
Tottenham next could be an opposition. Tottenham is a team that does not scare me one bit. It is a team that plays like an Italian team, by the way, and I think that Tottenham is doable. I think this is a 50-50. I think this is a
This
50-50.
is a 50-50, but I think just because of the formation that Conte plays, it could be trouble for us. We're not we're not that good at playing those kind of three backs formation, or where they're trying to play with wing backs. Only concern is that, but comparing qualities, I think after Porto, Tottenham is our best chance.
Yeah, yeah. Um, for sure. Look at Frankfurt, by the way. Look at Frankfurt.
They
They've
won the
been
Europa League last season, so this
yeah,
is
they
no
won the Europa
surprise.
League, and now Indica is gone to the next stages. They kicked out Sporting and Marseille. This was a very interesting group, the way it turned out to
Very
be.
even group.
Yeah, yeah. No, Tottenham. I think 50-50 is easy to say 50-50.
Yeah.
What do you mean by this? Roy, can you have a discussion about the UCL pot quotient with domestic league standings? Well, if we go first, we go pot one. I think if we go second, third, or fourth, we go pot three or pot four. We're not going to make pot two. I guess I maybe depends on what we do this year in the Champions
Yeah,
League.
depends what we how far we go.
Yeah,
But
but
if we don't league the we if we don't win the league, I think we're gonna be in pot three, something like that.
yeah, it's either pot three or pot four still
I don't
because
think we're gonna go in pot four. We are too advanced for pot four.
I'm
I
not
think
sure
pot three.
because our coefficients are still quite low. Yeah, because I know we explored this a few months ago, and we're looking at this. So I'm not sure about that yet, but it's definitely not pot two. I'm sure that if we don't leave it, which it's most likely either pot three or pot four. I think yes, a lot of it depends on what we'll do this season.
Yeah,
The season here, yeah. Okay, so let's look at yeah, Tottenham. I'd say 50-50 is fair against Tottenham. Um, okay, that's us, by the way. Let's look at how we finished this group. So with 10 points, 5 goal difference, we scored 12. So we were the team that scored the most goals. We conceded 7. Uh, Dinamo Zagreb 11. There you go, guys. Mission accomplished. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Okay, Real Madrid. Real Madrid. Tough opponent, historic opponent. For some reason,
that would be a classic game.
yes. For some reason, I kind of feel that against Real Madrid, Milan is going to be so motivated that that's going to be it's going to be a very good game. I'm going to go I'm going to give Milan actually I give Milan more chances to beat Real Madrid than to beat Bayern.
Yeah, yeah, I would say the same. But the thing about with Real Madrid is there's so much experience in the Champions League. They're totally different. When they're pushed against the corner, they can find an answer. And Ancelotti is has such a good man management that even if they struggle, he's gonna find a player that's gonna turn turn the game around. But yeah, I'm gonna say that we have more chances against Real than against Bayern.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like a historic game, you know. It's like the two teams with the most Champions Leagues, um, historic rivals. It's a team that Milan has a good history against too. By the way, Milan against
It's
Real Madrid has a very
it's
good
a
history.
classic. Champions League is for that.
Yeah,
There's no bigger game in Champions League than Milan Real Madrid.
yeah, and of course you're 100% right when you say they're super experienced. They have maybe arguably the best coach of all time. Arguably, maybe for some people he is, for some people he isn't. His trophy cabinet probably says he is, but at least in this competition,
As a tactician, he's not the best, but as a manager in total, in general, all the area combined, he can be up there at least top three, because nobody can manage players better than Ancelotti.
yeah, 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 yeah. Honestly, Madrid right now is not a team that I fear. But it's a team that you have to respect. You respect everybody. You respect
Yeah,
everybody. Speaking of teams with now this team, I've said if they don't win the Champions League, then this team is the joke of all jokes. Man City. Um, if we face Man City, I think it's going to be a very difficult game. They're going to hold the ball a lot. If you stop Haaland, I think you have a good chance of winning them. You got to catch them on the counterattack. You obviously are not going to be holding much possession against them, but you can definitely catch them on the counterattack because their defense is not that strong. They leave a lot of space, but their defense is holding the ball. The Spanish tiki taka holding the ball. So I don't know. I don't know what to say against this one. It's a team that to me still needs to earn my. I don't. They still need to earn my respect. That's the thing. Bayern has earned my respect because of what they have done in their history. Because I know they have a tradition. Real Madrid has the tradition. Man City just I can't respect Man City, man. And on, help me out here, bro.
yeah. Listen, Man City in style of play. I mean, with the players they have, they're so far ahead of us because they have the perfect midfield. They got this season. They got the striker they needed. He's just a machine. But let's play the devil advocate. The style of play they play, the controlling game that they play will suit us because we're much better when we defend and much better when we play counterattacks. I think still we don't have chance to win them, but I think there will be much better matchup for us than Bayern Munich. So
Yes, I think the stadium also like go play Real Madrid in their stadium. That game is tough. Play Real Madrid, Bayern in their stadium. Man City, I think it's a little bit easier. It's a little bit easier. But anyway, percentage wise, what would you give this?
I would go with again something similar to Bayern Munich, 60-40,
Six,
something like
60
that.
40, 60 Man City, 40
Yeah.
40 Milan. Yeah, because Milan is not a pushover team.
No,
Don't
no,
think
no.
Milan is
Yes.
a pushover team. Milan is not going to get demolished by any team. It's going to be tough matches. But yeah, and again, like I'm not expecting Milan to go far in the Champions League. If they do, great, great. And let's see what the market brings. All right. Okay, next group, Group H, Benfica. Mm,
Yeah, they have.
mm.
I saw why how they calculated this. It's who scored more away goals.
They score the most. Oh, they score more. So they win.
Then PSG. Yeah, that's why they're
Okay.
first and PSG
All right.
second.
Ooh, that kind of sucks for some of the teams that finished first. Um,
I
yeah.
I would say Benfica is much underestimated this season. At least they're playing wonderful football. They're scoring a lot of goal, and they will be a lot more tough opponent than people think so.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. No, Benfica has this crazy streak, unbeaten streak. So obviously they're. I think they're the most informed team in Europe right now
Yes.
with this streak going on. So Benfica right now is firing on all cylinders. Um, Objectively speaking, just going by name only, the three better teams that we could be facing were just based on history of the club, etc., are probably Tottenham, Porto, and Benfica. But Benfica being a little bit more dangerous than usual.
Yes.
All the other teams, Real Madrid, Bayern, Man City, and Napoli, which we won't be facing, but those three teams essentially are teams that you would say they're the favorites to go through.
Yeah.
Against Benfica, Tottenham, let's say against Tottenham and Porto, I think we have a good chance of going through. Like it's a 50-50. Against Benfica, I don't know. Maybe Benfica has a slight edge.
Yeah,
Maybe,
a little bit
maybe not.
because they're informed, but also again, we're speaking now without knowing what we're gonna do in the winter market.
Yeah, exactly. We
A
have to
lot of
take
can
that into
a lot
consideration.
can change depends on what we get in the winter. But speaking
Exactly.
of today, like we're speaking today, I would give Benfica more chances than Milan. Doesn't mean we're worse
Slightly,
team
but
than
right?
them, slightly, yeah,
Like like 52-48 kind of thing.
something like that, yeah.
Yeah. Um, well, to be honest with you, if we really look at these draws, we have 50% chance of getting teams that are closer to our level, and then 50% chance of getting teams that we know they are they're a step above as far as where they are currently as clubs.
The two
So it's a
teams that
50-50 chance here we
the
got
two
of going
teams I
through.
would like to avoid for this round would be Manchester City and Bayern Munich. Those are the two teams that I would like to 100%
Yeah,
avoid.
I think so. I agree with that. And I
After
think
that,
Real Madrid too, probably
after
as the
that,
third
after
one.
that, I would put
Yeah, then
Real Madrid,
Benfica,
and Benfica, and after that we have the 30 teams that we can play.
which are both in the same spot, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I agree with that. I agree with that. Yeah, Man City, Bayern, Real Madrid, Benfica, then the other two teams. So I think statistically, based on the draw, we actually have a decent chance of going through to the next round. I think. But yeah, again, if we have a big winter mercato, then opinions can change really easily. Opinions can change really easily. All this team needs to do, and I'm going to say this loud and clear, loud and proud. Not to bring in Napoli again because I know I talk a lot about Napoli that pisses people off. But if we do like what Napoli did, just an injection of quality, this team is going to be out of this world. We're going to be destroying everybody. We're going to
Yeah,
be destroying
and
everybody.
also depends if we can stay healthy in the second part of the season.
Yeah, yeah, that
A
is a big
hundred,
factor.
a 100% healthy Milan team with Couple of good additions can play anybody, can beat anybody.
Right. And the other thing about it that kind of makes this process a little bit difficult. And then, guys, I'm going to come to chat, see what you guys think and what you guys want us to discuss, to analyze that we've never really seen AC Milan play against, or at least this year, against a top squad. I don't consider Chelsea top squad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that pisses people off. If whatever.
Those Chelsea games were really weird, and they don't show their real situation.
They did not show anything. They did not the first Chelsea game was literally when we were in our worst slump as far as injuries goes and as far as health of the team. The second game, we still had injury problems. Plus, that red card made no sense. So it's very hard to judge. But I'm really curious to see what Milan does against the Man City, against a Bayern, against a Madrid. These are things that we need to discover still. We yet still need to discover this. So I'm very curious. And listen, against Chelsea, you say Chelsea is a top squad. I don't think they're. I think they're almost a top squad. But I think that
They were a top squad, but this season no.
right. I think that if we had our first team against Chelsea, I think it would have been a much different result. I'm not saying we would have won, but I think we could have probably tied a game. Maybe we would have won by a goal or something like this.
For example, I would love to pass the next stage and in the further stage to face them again.
Sure, yeah, why not? Yeah, this is what I agree with, Stefan. Chelsea have a good depth, but they're not a top team. They don't have any superstar players. They have or superstar strikers. That's what they need. But anyway, I don't want to talk too much about Chelsea. But I would like to see what Milan looks like um, against one of these big teams, and also the experience that the players get playing against a Real Madrid, playing against a Man City Bayern is priceless, priceless. Guys, by the way, if you have not done it, like the stream. It helps the channel grow, and subscribe if you are new here or if you're not subscribed. And of course, you can become a member of the channel. Um, and and we do a lot of lives here. We talk a lot of stuff. We talk a lot of shit here, Andon, huh? We talk a lot of
Yeah,
shit, don't we?
it's really fun.
Big fights. We have huge fights. We scream at each other. We curse at each other. Sometimes we curse at each other really badly, huh? Really
Ah,
badly.
it's part of that.
Yeah, but it's only just it's just only for the show, nothing else. We've lost away to Chelsea, but maybe draw them at home. Yeah, it could have gone that way. Who knows? Remember the first game against Liverpool last year? We played only 2 minutes. Yeah, that was our first experience, after a long time in the Champions League. That game, I can't. I want to see Milan today. What are they going to look like against Real Madrid, against Bayern, against Man City? What do you think they will look like, Erno? Today,
Sorry,
not tomorrow. Today,
who that? Sorry, didn't catch that.
what do you think today's Milan with Mike Magnan, with Calabria, with even Ibrahimovic, a healthy AC Milan? What do they look like today against a Man City, against a Real Madrid?
I think we can play the game against them again. They're still better teams than Milan, but we won't get dominated as we had last season against Liverpool or this season against Chelsea with those injuries. I think we can play.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm confident too. But anyway, listen. Fantastic win, 4-0, 2 4-0s in a row. You know, we couldn't be asking for anything more. Back to the Serie A. Spezia next, tough team. We've been very unlucky against Spezia in these last 2 seasons, so it's time to change the luck. Hopefully, we can get a win. I think now Pioli doesn't need to make so many calculations. Um, One thing that I probably think he's probably going to play Origi against Spezia.
I hope so.
I think he's going to play Origi and then he's going to rotate them a little bit more. We will never know Anyways, every time we have played against a top team, we have had like 6, 7 injuries, and that's another thing. Yeah, it's really tough to say. Chelsea have a know how to win games, and that is true. This experience that Chelsea has had in these past 4 years being a top level team has given them that experience as a squad to, even if we don't play great, we're still going to bring the result home. That is actually a really good point.
Yeah,
Would you put Ibra in the UCS squad? Who would you remove? Really good question.
but I think if we can conclude again Florence, I think there would be no need to exclude anybody.
Oh my god, I totally forgot about that. Guys, Florenzi also is going to be back. Florenzi, Calabria, Mike Magnan, Ibrahimovic. I totally forgot about Florenzi and Salamakers. Five. It's like we're getting 5 new players. Um, you know what? I think this question is very difficult to answer because it really depends on his form. It really depends on what he looks like physically. I think he would want to be in that squad. Is it a good idea? I
Of
think
course.
today it's too early to answer that. I would say yes. I would say yes. I would say yes because Champions Leagues are they're in and out games. Even though Ibra doesn't have great history in the in and out games, but having him available for a game like that is probably a good resource to have. And you can manage him. Serie A, Champions League, kind of like what Pioli did with Giroud, which totally worked out again. Um, by the way, Pioli gets an A plus. Yeah, Pioli
Yeah,
gets an
for
A
this
plus.
game, yes.
A plus for Pioli, and even though he lost the game against Torino, he prepared the game of Torino thinking about this game. Totally paid off. A plus, well deserved the contract renewal. But yeah, I would say yes to that. I would say Ibra, yes. I think having him as a resource, as an option, is a good option to have. What do you think, Andrew?
Yeah, it's a good option. As I said, I think when Florenti will be included in that squad, I think we'll have enough Italian players to fill in the quota. So in that case, because now we have only 22 players, in that case we can register 25 players. So I don't think there will be any need to remove anybody from the list. I think we can add some players. So again, with a healthy Ibra will be needed for the Champions League.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Calabria may may have to fight for his spot back. I don't know, Yango. I don't know. I think that our best defense is Tomori and Kalulu. And I think that when Calabria is going to be back, I think maybe you're right, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Pioli is going to revert back to playing Calabria on the right and putting Kalulu back in the middle, and then just rotating them when necessary because he knows he can do that. He knows that he can put Chiara in the middle, Kalulu there. Remember, Kalulu offensively does not provide as much as Calabria, and you do want your fullbacks to provide that width, especially on the right, where we're not so much of an offensive power. So I'm not so sure that Calabria is going to, really have to fight for his spot. But maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Kalulu is looking settled. What is your opinion on this? What is your opinion on this?
Again, Kalulu and Calabria are two different right backs that bring two different kind of solutions. Kalulu is a very good right back that brings also good defensive stability. He's much better defensively than Calabria. But what people forget what Calabria does for the team is he tends to help the midfield more. He's a much better passer than Kalulu, and that he can do the pressure much better than Kalulu, and he has more fluidity on that right back spot. So I don't think anybody has to, how to say this, how to leave that spot. They can rotate both of them. Depends on the opponent that we're gonna play.
Yeah, and the question remains not so much the Kalulu Calabria, is Kier going to be the starting center back? That I think that's the position that they're going to be fighting for
Well,
more.
but I think also because Care, because of the injuries and because of the years that he has, also needs to be used smartly, not to overplay him and
Right.
not to risk the injuries. Because Care is much more. It's very important for the style of play that we're gonna play because he's the only good ball playing defender that we have to build up
True.
those games, and he's the less aggressive center back. So for me, I would play. I would rotate. I would rather rotate Kalulu and Tomori to play alongside Kjaer in an ideal situation, but still, that's not
Yes,
possible
that's what I
because of
would
the
do. I would
injuries.
rotate Chiara Kalulu and then rotate Calabria Florenzi. And
Yeah,
Dest, send them back to Barcelona. Sorry.
yeah.
Or maybe keep Dest for the next when I mean Florenzi is not young either, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe you are right though. Maybe you are right. Kalulu and Tomori, even if they miss a tackle, have finesse follow-up tackles and even third tackles all in play. We must get solid at defending set pieces, though, if we want to win a UCL. Yeah, absolutely. Botman, Botman and sister, let's develop Gabia. Gabia is having a good game defensively. I totally agree with that. I really like Gabia. He's doing good. Kalulu is better defensively and doesn't make too much mistakes on the passes and long passes. Also, we have Taylor and can add the offensive play and stay with three at the back, Kiara Kalulu tomorrow. That is an option. It is an option that Pioli has. And I'm sure he's going to use it even when Calabria is back if he needs to do that. You know, it's about solutions. You're the coach. The more solutions you have as a coach, the better it is. So, yeah. And Tonali on corners been 10 on 10. By the way, Tonali, his set pieces have been good
They
in the
have
Champions
improved
League.
massively.
Yeah, he's
He
gotten
has
two
improved
assists.
massively in those corners. I'm really pissed when they tried the short corner. There's no need to do a short corner
Yeah,
or to play on the first post. Just play in the middle or in the second post. That's how we score goals.
right, right. Um, oh, okay, that's why he got a better rating than Benacer because of the assist. I think that's why. I think the assist got him a better rating than Benacer. That kind of makes sense. I think when you get the assist, the algorithm calculates that as more points because he did get an assist. Sorry, I don't know if you heard what I said.
Oh no, you were muted, I think.
But I was saying maybe that is why Tonali got
Oh
uh,
yeah, yeah,
a higher rating
probably
because of that
because of
assist.
the assist. Yes.
Yeah. I get nervous with Calabria versus Speedy Winger. He gets blindsided quite often by a through ball. We did see that for sure. Yeah, being given Giroud man of the match, 2 goals, and for absolutely he deserves it. Yeah, Benacer was great today. Yep, and we were never time wasting at any point in the game and had our shots to dominate the second half. Yeah, it was a great game. I'm super happy, super satisfied. I think us as Milanisti right now, I'm not saying we're getting spoiled, but this management, this team is respecting what our expectations from this team, and they're telling us what they're doing honestly. You know, they're telling us where we are as a club and what the objectives are, what each step is, and they're respecting that, and they're doing it really well. So as Milanisti, we can only but be thankful and satisfied with what the club is doing. Yeah. True. Tail with a captain armband gives him a boost. Yeah. Have you noticed that too, Andon? Every time he has a captain armband, he seems to play with a little bit more focusedness.
Yeah, of course, it's a added motivation, and he's attached to the team, so having the armband gives him more responsibilities, and he's showed so many times that he is good when he plays under pressure.
Yeah, and he likes it. You can tell he likes it. You can tell he enjoys that responsibility. He's not afraid of it. So
Yeah,
Yeah. So listen, I think we covered everything for
yeah.
today. Anything else you want to say, Hannah? No
No,
post match, by the way. No post match today.
no, that's about it. Let's now focus on the league. We have to get 3 victories out of the last 3 games, and enjoy the World Cup after that, and to have a good second half of the season.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see who Milan is going to get in the market. I think the questions to be asked are still, the development of CDK. Where is he going to be in a few months? Is he even going to make the World Cup squad with the way he performed? Not making the World Cup is going to be quite bad for CDK because that could have been an excellent experience for him. I think that is going to be one of the questions still going forward. It is such a shame that it's going this way. Um, yeah, I think I really hope he can get out of this slump and he can get into the next phase of his career. But we have to be patient and we have to give him that time. I don't know. I don't know how patient the management is going to be. I think they have been patient. They've shown us how they can be patient. I don't know how patient the fans are going to be and how that's going to affect CDK because CDK can well say to his agents, "Yo, guys, I don't feel good here. I don't like it here in Italy. Find me another club." Like he could easily say that to his agents. I hope he fights. I hope he fights. He fights his against the negative criticism, against everything that is going poorly for him, and I hope that he goes. He wins this challenge. So it's going to be interesting how he develops. What are your predictions with CDK in the upcoming months?
Well, hopefully this first half of the season will be a lesson to him, and at the World Cup, I hope he will get a call up, because if he doesn't get a call up, that will affect also his self confidence. And after the World Cup, he'll have enough time to settle in Milano, to settle in the city. So from the start in the second, he's because I still believe, and I said before he came, that we're gonna start seeing the real CDK in the second half of the season. And also what I hope is that Pioli will learn him how to use him properly, because it's not just CDK not having enough confidence. Also, I still think that Pioli hasn't learned enough his qualities to use him properly in the team. But I think that that's all things that can be fixed. It's not something that cannot be fixed.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Guys, please like the video. Make sure you click that like button, and yeah, yeah. This is excellent day, guys. It's been an excellent day for Milan. So I don't think anybody has anything negative to say, really. For the next game, let's just finish with this. Next game, who would you like to see on the pitch?
Well, more or less, I would play with this 11, but again, as I said, I would give Origi a chance. I would play Origi instead of Giroud. I would rest a little bit Giroud, and the other I would play basically the same formation. There's no need to change too much. Maybe, and also maybe again, let's see, against Spezia, uh, probably I would use also Diaz to play him, and yeah, more or less the same,
And where would you
except
put
those
the where would you
positions.
put this?
Well, I would play him instead of Kunj, because I think against Spezia we can play more offensively. It's not a similar style. They don't play this kind of style
At
that
least the first half,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
At least
At least
see
in the
see
first
how
half, yeah.
that goes in the first half, and maybe he can start with Origi, and also when Origi plays, because Origi gives more help defensively, you can have Diaz there. Uh, I think probably I think, just judging by what he's been doing and what he does, he's probably going to go with Origi, Messias, Diaz, Leao. I think. I think.
Yeah,
I don't think he's going to put Rebic on the right again. I
yeah.
don't think he's going to
I
do that.
think the same.
Maybe he's going to keep on doing that in the Champions League, but I don't know. Yeah, we might be completely wrong about this. I'm just guessing. But I do see Diaz probably getting the nod because yeah, we need to win this game. Spezia is again is a team that is going to close up shop much more than Salzburg would. So then midfield, who'd you go for? Tonali Benacer?
Yeah, Tonali Benacer I won't choose because he rested Benacer. Maybe just maybe to rest Tonali and again give Pobega a chance to play
Right,
Pobega Benacer, but not Tonali Benacer.
right. I
Tonali
agree
later
with it.
Pobega,
I agree with that. Yeah,
something
yeah.
like that.
Yeah, and hopefully we can even see some of the newer players too, like Ranks, Ali, Chow. Who knows? Who knows? Defense, probably same defense, right?
Yeah, the same defense. Nothing too flash.
Yeah, no big changes. We don't need to do rotations right now. Like we're done. Our assignment has been finished. We can uh, we can go to bed, relax, knowing that our homework is done. So right now, rotations are not necessarily important. I think Giroud is the guy that you want to rotate. Giroud and Kjaer are probably the two guys that you can think about rotating. All right, listen, Andon, you want to say anything else?
Oh, that's about it.
All
Nothing
right.
special
All
per
right,
se.
guys. Listen, everybody, what a victory. 4-0, second in a row. Andon, thank you for joining us again.
It was a
Really
pleasure.
appreciate you and appreciate everybody that joins us. And Forza Milan, ragazzi. Ma che Milan, ragazzi? Forza Milan, eh? Diaz is usually poor against teams that sit back. He plays better with open space. That is definitely true. That is definitely true. The next stream is probably going to be tomorrow or something like that. Okay. So, Andon, one more time, thank you so much. Forza
Thank you for
Milan.
having me. Forza Milan.
Saturday, we're definitely going to do the watch along and the post match, and we're going to do more lives in the upcoming days and talk about everything else. All right, guys. Thank you for joining us. Before you leave, click that like button, and we'll see you next time.
See
Bye bye. Peace
you.
out. And Forza, Forza,
Bye.
Forza. Krunic! Later. Bye.